Hi there. I want to make sure that we deliver for you right away on how you can have less frizz in your curls. So the first thing that I want you to pay attention to is that all the products that you've been using, the oils, the creams, the gels, they build up on the hair. So if you're putting a conditioner over the top of it and you're not really taking away and eliminating all the product buildup before you put your deep treatment on, you're actually skipping a step and it's not really actually penetrating or doing anything. You're just washing it down the drain. So what you need to do is when you're going to do a deep treatment is you need to do a great clarifying. So whether is a detox shampoo, a clarifying shampoo, or even a cheap sulfate shampoo will do the detoxifying for you. It's going to pull off all that product because sodium sulfate that's in those products is it's detergent and it's going to just pull it off for you. All right, so you want to start with a very, very clean surface. Go in with a regular towel and suck out as much water as possible, because when we have extra water in the hair and you're putting a deep treatment on top of it, you're just diluting the product with water. So that's working against you. So suck the water out. When you do your deep treatment, what we use in the salon is we use the Curlfection's deep treatment. This is our brand of products that we use. But you can take a look at what you have in your cabinet already. And what we need to look at is I want you to look at the descriptions, because if it says a lot of words like strengthening, repair, keratin, protein, things like that, what you're going to get is it's going to harden the hair. And that might necessarily be what you're looking to do, because with the deep treatment, what we generally want to do to remove frizz is we want it to soften. But if you have one of those treatments that are saying protein, things that are going to make it stronger, you're going to actually straighten out the curls a little bit and it makes it harder. So we want to make a softening deep treatment. And you're going to take your deep treatment after you've toweled your hair a little bit. You're going to put it on the very ends. This is the old hair. This is not. So to stop putting the product on the top of your hair, put it on the bottom. We're going to load the bottom up, and then you're going to go back through. You can start with your fingers and work it through. And then you're going to start to drop your brush size or drop your comb size. If you're only using a brush, and I know a lot of you, especially the people that are doing their children's hair, they're only using the brush, they're winding up with a lot of knots that are stuck inside because you still need to go over it with a comb on top of it. So what we're going to do after fingers is we want to go through with a finer tooth comb, a lot finer than you probably have in your shower. This is the better comb to be going through and making sure that it's coating through all the strands of hair, because if you are going through with just your fingers or a very, very wide comb, what happens is all those knots slip through it. They're never getting detangled, and you wind up just locking those knots in with product when you put your product on top of it. So you're going to take your time, go through with a smaller tooth comb, okay, making sure that you're coating everything, combing in a couple different directions to make sure that you've got your product through. And then you can take it a step further, and we use this 3-row styling comb to make sure that we're putting the product through really, really well. So you want to comb this through over the top of it. So we do this in steps though. Fingers, and then you're going to use a finer comb and then go even finer like that. Don't go right for the finer comb. That's just a recipe for disaster and frustration. So that should definitely help take care of giving you more frizz-free curls, because the curls are getting hydrated. And when you're ready to take your deep treatment off, if it's processed 10 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever it is that you're going to process, you're going to rinse it off while your hair is still soaking wet. You're going to put your product in right away, okay, all the way up. And you got to really, really work through all the way up to the root. So that will definitely start helping you with your styling and creating more frizz-free curls going forward. And it's a process. So make sure, you're doing it this week, do it again next week or in 2 weeks or whatever. And that will definitely start to help get your hair in a more healthy state going forward. And it removes a lot of that buildup and the stuff that's actually blocking your curls from getting moisturized well. And I know that a lot of you will probably be looking at me right now like, what is this straight haired lady doing telling me about my curls? So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. My name's Allison. I own Curl Evolution in Long Island, New York. And we have made it our mission the past decade to educate people on curly hair and their curls and cutting curls and styling curls. And we put a lot of education into our lessons that we teach when we're teaching hands-on in the salon. But we wanted to start bringing a lot of what we have learned over all the years serving thousands and thousands of customers to you. And I have started in this industry because of the needs of my clientele. They wanted to be curly, and I couldn't totally make them curly the way that I wanted to, in the way that I wanted to. And so it started us on this process of testing and trying and doing all the different things. And now I realize that it's actually a benefit that I don't have curly hair, because what I do notice is that a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people that are giving you advice on curls, even a lot of curly hair companies and brands that have curly hair, their product lines are meant for their hair texture. I do notice that, like, their styling methods, the way that they're showing you what to do, it's all based on their hair texture and how what works well for their hair texture. Being that my hair is straight, I have to give the product out to people, or the technique, or whatever, to all different hair textures, and see what their result is when they come back. So it actually turned what I thought was, going to be a detriment for me in this industry, has actually turned out to be something that's great. So I just wanted to share that with you. And if you do want to connect with us further, we have a new course on styling curls that we just launched, and it is half the price of what it will normally be. This is a lot of our education that we put into our first visit. So when you come into the salon, it's several $100s to come in and get a first visit curly cut. So what we've done is taken a lot of that education piece. That's where it's a game changer for a lot of people, and we wanted to make it more available to a lot more people. So we've put it into this course, and I work with you step by step through each module of how to style your hair at home with curls. And we go through some of the theory behind what makes your curl the way that it is, and how to hydrate. We'll go more in depth with doing deep treatments, styling, hair loss, the type of texture that you have. We'll go a lot more further detail in that course. Also, we have our product line Curlfection, which has served so many people. We're so happy that people are getting a lot of value out of it. It's meant to simplify. So a lot of our products are multifunctioning, and you can connect with us, and there'll be links below for that as well. And if you'd like to come into the salon and you're local to us, please do. There's links there as well if you'd like to come in and get a curly cut. But I hope this was valuable to you today, and I appreciate you connecting with us.